No,
Oh, no?
I'm not.
You're going to get up there?
I can
No,
do here.
no. Since everybody's sitting down?
Yeah. Since everybody's sitting down. Thanks, Mark.
Not be.
Do you think I need to be? Okay.
Hello. Seating arrangements.
Yes.
I'm Barbara and Dave on a trio, so where are we sitting?
Let's see. I was trying to kind of sit you by.
Did we go by years?
I tried. But how about right there?
Okay.
I tried to move people up that couldn't hear too well.
We don't have
Closer.
that problem.
I know you don't. So
They
if
want,
Mike, if you wouldn't mind.
Hello. Oh my God.
Come on over here.
You look so great,
Oh, thank you.
Judge.
I'm working right now.
No. I know you're working. Where are you sitting?
You're sitting. You two are sitting right.
Oh my gosh.
Hi. You're right here.
All right.
And there's the
Yeah.
over there.
Oh
glad
my
you-
bouquet.
I'm so glad you made it.
Here, I'll take it. Well, I was just going to put it over there. You want me to do it?
You can just put it over.
Such as it is, not much,
But
but
that's okay.
I couldn't find it.
Okay. Peter, you're sitting up there. You're going to be able to.
I got your cards. Playing cards.
Did you make arrangements for Manfred to sing at any point?
No, he didn't come.
Yeah, he's over here.
Oh, he is. Oh, let me go ask. Excuse me. Manfred, were you going to sing something?
No, I didn't plan to.
Oh, you didn't plan to. Gwen asked me to ask you if you had planned to.
Oh, I didn't plan to, but
Okay.
when you want me.
No,
When you want me.
that's fine.
No?
When come up here. Come up here.
Oh, right.
Sit next to Leanne. Huh? Manfred's going to sit. You can sit right here. Sit with Leanne.
Maria's first, then you can.
No, she's mine. She's mine.
There it is.
Well, you all look lovely. And thank you so much for coming. Well, once upon a time, all of you special couples celebrated your love in marriage. Today, in the beauty of Grand Cayman, each couple desires to renew their wedding vows and the love they have for each other. Kurt and Gwen, Pete and Ruth, David and Barbara, Paul and Patty, William and Eileen, Bill and Vicky, Michael and Linda, Mark and Diane, Myron and Barbara, they're here, and Richard and Elizabeth, there they are, and Edwin and Barbara. It is a pleasure to share today's very special occasion with all of you. Many people believe that entering into marriage is a final step in a romantic relationship. As they see it, a couple meets, gets to know one another, falls in love, decides they want to go through life together, and ultimately they take that final big step called marriage. But marriage is not meant to be the final step in a couple's relationship. It is really just the beginning of a grand adventure that hopefully will continue to be long and fruitful for each couple. You have shared the joys, blessings, and yes, the challenges of married life for a grand total here of all of you assembled here together of 421 years. Give yourself a round of applause. Yes, 421 years. And today you wish to reconfirm your commitment to working together to make your marriage grow and blossom in the years to come. May this ceremony renewing the vows you took to become husband and wives on your wedding days, remind you that despite the stresses inevitable in everyone's lives, your love, trust, respect, and understanding of each other will continue to increase your commitment and your contentment and heighten your joy in living. Love is friendship, and let us begin now with a special reading of love. Love is friendship that has caught fire. It is a quiet understanding, mutual confidence, sharing, and forgiving. It is loyalty through good and bad times. It settles for less than perfection and makes allowances for human weaknesses. Love is content with the present, but it hopes for the future, and it does not brood over the past. It's a day in, day out chronicles of irritations, problems, compromises, small disappointments, big victories, and working toward common goals. If you have love in your life, it can make up for a great many other things that are missing. If you don't have love in your life, no matter what else is there, it doesn't seem to be just good enough. As you continue to travel on your journey together, always remember to let your love be stronger than your anger. Learn the wisdom of compromise, for it's better to bend than to break, as we've seen in the winds of these beautiful palm trees surrounding us. They bend, but they do not break. Believe the best of your beloved rather than the worst. Confide in your partner and ask for help when you need it. Remember that true friendship is a basis of any lasting relationship. Give your spouse the same courtesies and kindnesses you bestow upon your friends, and say I love you to each other at least once a day. Michael is now going to grace us with a song that he has said he would play for all of us today.
So there's a little history to this, and it's that I sang this to my wife when we were married 40 years ago.
Come on up, Michael.
And it's a testament to the song and the author that 40 years later, it's still as valid and the sentiments are just as strong. Let's make sure. Don't go changing, try and please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. I would not leave you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far. Took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. Don't go trying some new fashion. Don't change the color of your hair. You'll always have my unspoken passion, although I might not seem to care. I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. Just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. You need to know that you will always be same old someone that I knew. Oh, what will it take till you believe in me? Way that I believe in you. I said I love you, that's forever, and this I promise from the heart. Couldn't love you any better. Love you just the way you are. Oh.
Thank you, Michael. That was beautiful. And Linda. Kurt and Gwen, when you first joined hands and hearts in matrimony 51 years ago. Peter and Ruth, when you first joined your hearts and hands in matrimony 57 years ago. David and Barbara, when you first joined your hearts, there you are, hearts in marriage and hands in marriage 53 years ago. And Paul and Patty, when you first joined your hearts and hands in marriage 49 years ago. And Bill and Eileen, when you first joined your hands and hearts in marriage 45 years ago. And Bill and Vicki, when you first joined your hands and hearts in marriage 42 years ago. And Michael and Linda, when you first joined your hands and hearts in marriage 40 years ago. And Mark and Diane, when you first joined your hands and hearts in marriage 28 years ago. And Myron and Barbara, when you first joined your hands and hearts in marriage 27 years ago. And Richard and Elizabeth, when you first joined your hearts and hands in marriage 23 years ago. And Edwin and Barbara, when you first joined your hearts and hands in marriage 6 years ago. You did not know where life would take you. None of you did at that time. Marriage is a precious gift, a lifelong dedication to love, and a daily challenge to love one another more fully and more freely. You promise to love, honor, and cherish one another through all times and all things. Life has surely brought you both wonderful blessings and difficult trials and tribulations. Therefore, you have fulfilled your marriage vows. The vows you will renew today are a solemn pledge of love and a reaffirmation of your commitment to one another. Since you're now sitting side by side, I'm going to ask the husbands, if you wish to reaffirm your love for your wife, then since you're not standing, I'm just going to ask that you look at one another and repeat after me. You can hold hands, you can, yes. But look at her. And so for the husband, you'll say your wife's first name, and then you'll repeat after me, because I'm not going to go through everybody's names, the husbands. So you know what your wife's name is. So Bill, you would say Eileen.
Eileen?
So say them to one another, and then repeat after me. I promise to love you.
I promise to love you.
And cherish you.
And cherish you.
All the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
And I hereby reaffirm.
And I hereby reaffirm.
That promise.
That promise.
In the presence of our friends.
In the presence of our friends.
You have been. You have been my best friend and companion.
My best friend and companion.
And for those of you who have children, please repeat after me. And the revered mother of our children. But most of all,
but most of all,
you have been
you have been
my beautiful, loving wife
my beautiful, loving wife
for all these years,
for all these years,
and I renew my pledge
and I renew my pledge
to you today
to you today,
of my eternal devotion.
my eternal devotion.
All right then, wives, if you would wish to reaffirm your love for your husbands, please look at him. You can even look into his eyes and heart and repeat after me. Wives, please say your husband's first name. I promise to love you and cherish you all the days of my life. I hereby reaffirm that promise in the presence of our friends. You have been my best friend and companion. And if you do have children, say, and the revered father of our children. But most of all, you have been my handsome, loving husband for all the years. I renew my pledge to you today of my eternal devotion. At this time, then, Michael is going to be so kind as to grace us with another song.
So this is a little more contemporary. And you're gonna have to forgive me because I learned this yesterday. Because it kind of tied into what's coming up next in the program. This is a country tune written by Blake Shelton. I've been a walking heartache, I've made a mess of me. Person that I've been lately ain't who I wanna be, but stayed right here beside me, watched as the storm blew through, and I need you. God gave me you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days of doubt. For when I think I've lost my way, there are no words there left to say it's true. God gave me you. More can hear than what we're saying. Divine conspiracy, you, an angel lovely, somehow fall for me. Always be love's great martyr, I'll be the flattered fool, and I need you. I need you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days of doubt. For when I think I've lost my way, there are no words here left to say it's true. God gave me, on my own I'm only half of what I could be. I can do without you. When we're stitched together and what love has tethered, I pray you'll never undo. God gave me you for the ups and downs. God gave me you for the days of doubt. For when I think I've lost my way, there are no words here left to say it's true. God gave me you, gave me you.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So many years ago, many of you may have exchanged wedding rings. Some of you may not have. But we're going to do a rededication of those of you who have rings. So I'm going to ask, oh my goodness. Husbands, first of all, and whether you have a ring or not, place your right hand over the left hand of your wife. Okay, you guys got it. Okay. Leanne said I would probably have to say this a few times, but everybody got it the first time. Oh my goodness. Myron, you're... Okay. All right. So many years ago, you chose rings as a symbol of your marriage covenant. They're made of gold and sometimes silver and other metals that do not tarnish and is enduring. These rings represent the ties that bind you together as husband and wife. They are an endless circle representing your marriage union, upon which shall be eternal and as pure as these rings. And husbands, then please repeat it after me. With this ring, I wed you. For today, for tomorrow, and for all the years yet to come. Please wear it as a sign of my love. And as a notice to the entire world that you have chosen me to be your husband. Thank you. Now, wives, if you would do the same with your husbands, and place your, that's good. Okay. And please repeat after me. With this ring, I wed you. For today, for tomorrow, and for all the years yet to come. Please wear it as a sign of my love. And as a notice to the entire world that you have chosen me to be your wife. All right. We need a little time to get... I wasn't going to ask anybody to take off their rings and try to put them back on again because I figured I had a hard time getting my rings on. My hands are swollen. Okay. Let these rings then serve as a symbol of your continued love and commitment to each other, and may they also serve as a sign of your continued happiness and joy. We have one last song then that I'm going to try to cue up here, and it'll take just a moment. the singer. Sing.
Someday wish upon a star, wake up with the clouds so far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops,
What?
high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, dream that you did to. Oh why can't I? Oh, someday I wish upon a star, wake up with the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like a lemon drop, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I?
We thought that was very fitting for Grand Cayman.